Hello, hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
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 Were you are able to do both the mocks or facing difficulties in solving?
Lots
A
of
few of the
difficult
questions, sir.
sir.
Some of the questions, sir.
They're facing some difficulties.
Mock one is far tougher. And starting from number one question, totally not able to get it. What the question number one is trying to say.
Yeah, we will go question by question. We will start from question one of mock one and then proceed.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, I wasn't noticed that the mocks have been released in my page, and now the deadline as well is over. Like, when were they released?
Yes, sir, same problem.
Sir, is it great? Is it graded, sir? Mock test? I thought it is only for practice.
Yeah, it is mentioning like it will be used for grading the score.
Yeah, but I'm asking, sir, it's my doubt actually. It is graded or it is only for practice?
No, it's only for you to practice it. Now,
Sir, mail has been sent, sir, actually. I mean, in your mail ID, you can check your mail ID. The mail has already been sent.
It is for mathematics only, no? But for mathematics,
No, computational thinking as well as statistics as well.
it's only for practice.
Yeah, this is for
only
practice.
for practice purposes.
Okay.
After
Yes,
the session, it will be made available for as a practice assignment for you to solve again.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Because I just shocked, sir, after seeing that.
So when will it be available as practice assignment?
After the session,
Okay, sir.
the solution will be released and it will be available as a practice, so you can solve again and look at where you were struggling.
Okay,
Sir,
sir.
are we expecting like
Yes,
this kind of toughness in our exams? Quiz one.
It's the previous qualifier exams only. So yeah, in this, I think the calculation part a bit tedious. It won't be that much. Calculation part would be very simple. In this. Okay.
Question one, sir.
Okay, so starting from question one. So who all have doubt in the question one? Can you all?
Me, sir. I didn't
Me,
get a
sir.
single thing.
Me, sir.
I have a doubt, sir.
Me, sir.
I have also to, sir,
Me too.
because it's all just
Were you guys able to understand the
complicated.
question statement or even struggling in understanding it?
Even understanding also, we
Not
also
able
understand.
to understand what the question is actually want to say, and there's no question of do proceed with that thing.
Like actual frequency, what does that mean?
Okay. We'll go question by question. Okay. So see,
And one more thing I want to ask that group standard standard deviation is in the lecture. I can't remember. That's why I'm asking. I go through whole lecture.
it's in the
Okay.
lecture. It's in the slides as well. You can refer.
Standard deviation, group standard deviation.
Yeah. It
Sir,
is.
my question is, sir, same, sir. But in answer, sir, it is given 12, sir.
Which question you are referring?
Sir, in question number 1,
Okay.
here it is written 10, right?
Yeah.
I mean, accepted answer is 10, right?
Yeah.
But in my like same question, but it is written 12. Sir.
Just check.
Yeah, values might be different for the question, I guess.
Same for both. It's 10 in it's 10 only, I think. It's 10 in both.
This answer is giving 10 only, but can't do it.
Sir, I didn't get the email regarding this mock assignment.
Okay, let's start with the first question. Okay, so we will go statement by statement so you all can understand what the question is actually wanted to tell you. Okay.
Yes, sir, please.
Okay, so from the first line, it is known to you that some statistician wants to represent. There are 10 different categories of a categorical variable, right? That's the information we are getting from first line. Correct. So give me a minute. I think we can by side if possible.
Several pie charts will also reference in exam.
So sorry, can I ask one question, sir?
Yeah, my I think this should work well. Now you all can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So from the first statement, it is saying that a statistician wants to represent the relative frequencies of 10 different categories of categorical variable. So what information you are getting from here is there is a categorical variable, right?
Yes.
Which has 10 different categories, right?
Yes.
After that, it's saying that he calculated the relative frequency of each category. Okay, so we can assume that we have category, let's say it's category 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's assume it's category 1, category
Sir,
2.
will this be considered for grading?
No, it won't be.
Okay.
6, 7, 8. This is 9th category, this is 10th category, right?
Yes.
After that, it's okay. He calculated the relative frequency of each. So let's say Ri be the relative frequency of ith category. Okay. So R1 for the first, R2 for the second, and so on, right? Let's just right. So relative frequency would be R1, R2, because we don't know these values, right? R5, 7, R8. So this much information you were able to grasp from the question.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. After that, he's saying that he calculated the angle of slices for first 9 category using the wrong formula pi times Ri, right? So what it means is, so to make the pie chart, so this is relative frequency. This is the angle of he is using, right? So for the first, he used formula pi Ri. So it would be pi times R1, the angle of first category in the pie chart, right? It would be pi times R2, pi times R3. And he did it for only first 9 categories only, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. So, sir, he should have done it as 360 into relative frequency, right?
They were coming to it. Till now, what question is telling us, we are getting it, right? Till now,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this thing is given in the question. Now
Yes, sir.
getting it now.
Moving forward, he said that since he knows that sum of angle slice must be 2 pi, right? So what he did is for the 10th slide, he computed the angle as 2 pi minus pi times all the sum of first 9 relative frequencies, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, total is 2 pi. So minus of all. Okay.
So according to him, the total must be 2 pi. So he computed this angle as 2 pi minus pi times the sum of all, right? R1, R2, so on up to R9. That's what he actually did to compute, right?
Yes.
Okay. After that, if the total frequency is equal to 500, okay. So you know the sum of frequencies is 500, okay. That's a good information to have. Summation Fi is equals to 500, right?
Yes.
And the angle for the 10th category using the above formula. Above formula is 2 pi minus pi
Minus
times
pi.
summation Ri, right?
Yes, sir.
So using the above formula, he got this specific value as 1.02 times pi. Is it clear till now?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I
sir.
got this 1.02 also, but I don't know how.
So this all information were given to you in this question, right?
Yes.
Moving forward, then what is the actual frequency of 10th category? Okay, so you have actually need to find, your main focus is only on the 10th category, right? This one.
Yes.
Okay. So you all know that sum of relative frequency is equal to 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So according to the formula which he is using, which is pi times R1, pi times R2, right? So if I add them all, if I take, say, pi minus pi, okay. Okay. So if I add them all, it would be R1, R2, so on up to, if I add all of them, it should be equal to pi only, right? Because sum of R1, R2, so on up to R10 would be 1 only, right?
2 pi. Yeah.
No, the
Yes,
formula
sir, correct.
to compute was pi,
Acha.
right?
Okay.
Yes.
So it is clear till now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, only
Sir,
till
will you please explain that line once? Pi is equal to R1 to R10 is equal to pi.
Because sum of relative frequencies is 1, right?
Okay. Now get it.
Clear, right? Okay. So from here we can get the information that pi times R1 plus R2 so on up to R9, which is nothing but this value only, right?
Yes.
It is nothing but
Pi minus
pi minus pi times
R10.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's why.
So now I can substitute this value in this equation. So it would be 2 pi, because my major focus is only on the 10th frequency of 10th category. So
Yes.
I want my equation to be simplified in terms of 10th category only, right?
Yes.
That's why I'm converting
2
all
pi
R1, R2,
minus.
R9 into R in terms of R10 only, right? So now it becomes 2 pi minus
Pi minus pi at 10.
and this sum is given to you as 1.02 times pi, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Sir,
now
I didn't understand this part.
which
Can you explain? After we have pi in brackets n1 and up till n9,
Yeah.
which is equals to pi minus pi r10. What did you do after that?
After that, I am plugging this value, right? It is equal to this, so I am plugging this in this equation.
Sir,
Okay.
I have doubt before this line, sir. Pi into R1 plus R2 up to R10. Why have you taken R10 into the bracket, sir?
Okay. So firstly, do you know that sum of relative frequencies is equal to 1?
Yes, sir.
So if I take pi times sum of relative frequency, it would be pi only, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what we did.
Okay.
Sir, I didn't get that point, sir. Till R9 is till R9 value is 1.02 pi, right?
Yeah.
So we have to take till R9.
Yeah.
Here it is you have taken pi R10 as well as to 1.0 02, sir. Why?
No. See, Okay, let me just switch to the question. Okay, so in the question, what he did is he computed first 9 categories using formula pi times Ri, right? And for the 10th, he used the formula 2 pi minus pi times summation of first 9 relative frequencies.
Yeah, that means we have to take till 9. We have to take different value, and our 10th value is taking. We have to take 2 pi minus pi, and its value is
I'm
1.0.
just writing the values using which he computed. This is the table made by that statistician. This is given to you in the question only, right?
Yeah. I understood, sir. The value of this 2 pi minus pi r minus till r9 is value is 1.02 pi, right?
Right.
Yeah. So we have to take till pi r9. We have the value is given, but r10 value is not given, right?
No, see, what happens is now my major focus is only on the 10th category, right?
Yeah.
Because I need to find its frequency. So what I'm doing is I'm converting all R1, R2, R9 like this term in terms of R10. So what I know till now is the sum of relative frequencies, all relative frequencies of all 10 category, it's equal to 1, right? I multiplied both sides by pi. So it would be this equation. Then I can get the value of this equation as this.
Okay. You have taken this equation to that. Okay, that's what my question, sir. I got it, sir.
Yeah. In the next step, what we did is, so I just substituted this value over here, and I know it is equal to 1.02 times pi, right?
Sir, I'm getting how you get pi minus pi.
I have taken this R10 to this side, right? Negative.
Okay.
Okay, so now
that means he 10 minus he did what he did 10 minus 9 he did actually. So pi is 10 and he deducted from pi r10 from that.
Okay, so here pi gets I can take pi common again, so it would be 1 plus relative frequency of 10th category equals 1.02 times pi, right? Pi gets cancelled out, so relative frequency of 10th category is actually 0.02, right?
Yes.
Now you know the relative frequency of 10th category. You know that sum of frequencies is 500. So frequency of 10th category would be 500 times 0.02, which is nothing but 10. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes,
It's
sir.
really very hard.
Yes, sir.
Everything is given in the question. See, what I have done is I have read the question statement by statement and written the information. I used is the sum of relative frequencies is 1, right? That's the only thing we used over here. Just
you made the equation that multiplied by pi both sides and made a equation and substituted it.
It is because I needed the value of this pi times relative frequency. That's why I did it. Everything was given in the question. Only thing you need to remember that sum of relative frequencies is 1.
Yeah, this was tricky. Here, this was.
So here I just missed out that where you get from the 0.02 value. I didn't understand that point.
Okay, so till here you understood. Let me use just.
Yeah, it's you
till here you understood.
plug in the value. Yeah, I got it till there.
Got it. Yeah. Then I just opened this bracket, taking negative sign inside the brackets. And then just pi gets cancelled out. We got this in the end, right?
Okay.
1 will go and subtracting 1 from both sides, you can say, right?
Okay.
That's how we got it.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Is there any shortcut?
Sir, actually, I'm not clear with that. Pi r1 plus r2 plus until r9 is equal to pi minus pi r10.
Yeah.
Why are you subtracting pi r10, sir? Why are you taking only up to 9, actually?
Because
before the line, I got it, sir, until pi.
I need the value of this thing, right? In terms of R10.
In terms of r10?
In terms of relative frequency of 10th category, which is R10.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's why I've taken this. I've find its value in terms of R10 only. Because my major, but the question wants you to find the frequency of 10th category, right?
10th category, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, just you are taking the R10 to that.
Yeah.
That's right. That's all.
Yeah.
Sir, actually the formula is already given in the question, so you put the value in the formula as he calculated the relative frequency.
Okay. One by one.
So, sir, hey, this value actually pi value in radian.
Yeah. So the formula he uses is just this. Everything is given to the radian, and that all thing is not relevant. Only thing you need to care about is that pi times, if I multiply each relative frequency by pi and then add them all, its sum would be pi. That's all, right?
But sir, for 10th relative frequency, they have given 2 pi minus pi. So, but you have taken it as pi into R10.
The angle which he computed is as 2 pi minus pi times sum of first and relative frequency, right?
Okay. Yes, sir. And
so this is the thing we have written. We have equated it to 1.02 pi, which is mentioned over here, that he got this angle as 1.02 pi.
Yes.
Using the formula. We just plugged in that value.
So share of the pi is actually 2 pi into relative frequency, right?
Yeah, actually it is, but he has mistaken the formula, right? That's mentioned in the question.
Yes.
Using the wrong formula,
So,
right?
Sir, how can we do this actually frequency?
Now we have find the relative frequency, actual relative frequency, which is R10, right? Which is 0.02.
But we are also using the wrong formula, no?
Using the wrong formula. No, you're not. It's not like that. But we are not computing angle of slice here. R10 is the actual relative frequency only. It's not wrong. So the value which you have obtained for R10 is the actual relative frequency only.
Sir, how do you get this one, sir? 2 pi minus pi plus pi R10. I mean, the first line 2 pi minus pi into pi R10 is equal to 1.02 pi. Okay.
From here, I got the value of this pi times R1 plus R2 up to R9, right? Which is pi minus pi R10.
Yes, sir. I'm clear with that. I'm clear with the next line also, sir. After that line.
Now I have plugged in the value of pi times R1 plus R2 plus so on up to R9 over here in this equation.
Yeah, you're substituting this one.
Yeah.
The next line, sir. When it is in a multiplication, how do you get 2 pi minus pi plus pi R10, sir?
It's
if
negative. If it's in the bracket, right? If negative goes in the bracket, the sign will change. So it would become negative.
It is multiplication or it is minus? Oh, it is minus. Okay.
You are multiplying minus 1 into the bracket.
Okay, sir. Okay. Clear, sir. I thought it is product.
Yeah.
Why do you multiply 500 with 0.02?
Because the question is to find the frequency. So how do you find the frequency? So frequency is relative frequency times the sum of all the frequencies.
Okay. Yes, relative. We have to find actual frequency, not relative frequency.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Clear with question 1, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Question 2. Were you guys able to do it?
No, sir. I have doubts, sir. Actually, Q3 is 12 only. No, sir.
Q3. How is Q3 12? Okay.
This is box plot.
Can you convert this bar graph frequency distribution table?
Yeah, we have to write all the grades line by line, like make a then, right, sir?
Yeah, we will do it. Okay, see. So what's happened is the grade point, right?
Yes, sir.
Grade and its frequency. So grade points 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The 6 occurred 7 times, right? 7 occurred 12 times, 8 occurred 12 times, 9 occurred 7 times, and 10 occurred 2 times. Is it clear till this step?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right? Okay. So after that, what is the minimum value of grade?
6.
So, okay. And maximum value?
10.
10.
When you know in the box plot,
Oh, I
This is the
actually I
minimum
took in the frequencies actually.
this is the
in
maximum
wrong
value.
table. Okay, sir.
Just by computing minimum maximum, you can eliminate two options. See, option 1 is definitely wrong because minimum is 5 here, right?
No,
Similarly,
sir, I did mistake. I just took the values of frequencies, sir. Instead of grades, I just took the values of frequency and I'm looking for
no, you have to.
12. Okay, sir.
We are talking about grades.
I got it, sir.
Then you can find
Sir.
Q1. Yeah.
So in this case, when we look at the
So
end
what
of
will
the
be the
line-
answer of this question, sir?
Sir, can you look at the
One by one.
Please, step by step. Otherwise, it will confuse others.
Okay, so who was saying letter complete? Yeah.
I was saying, so in a box plot, when we want to look at the values of the minimum and the maximum, we need to look at the where the line ends.
Yeah.
Is that, or the whisker ends?
Where
Yeah,
it's ending. It's minimum and it's maximum.
Okay.
You know that minimum is 6, maximum is 10. So option 1 is eliminated, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Option 4 is also eliminated.
Yeah. So it'll either be option 3 or 2.
Yeah.
Because they fit the grade points. Now, if we have a outlier in the box plot,
Yeah.
how are we supposed to know?
It would be mentioned like this, some dots over here. These are the outliers.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sir, the boxing is from Q1 and Q3.
Yeah,
So,
so now see, the only possible options are option 2 and option 3. In exams, you need to save time, right?
yes.
So don't waste time computing Q1 because Q1 is 7 in the both. The only difference is Q3, right? So just
Yes, sir.
by
I
computing
just did the third one. So that was
Actually, I also had done third one.
Q2 and Q3 both are 8.
So Q3 would be
9.
N is 50, right? 50 times 0.75, which is something.
Sir, it is Q3 now, sir. You can do 50.
37.5, right?
Students picking.
Sorry, N is 5 now, sir.
N is 5, sir.
N is 5.
It would be 38th observation, right?
The N is 5 only, no?
Sorry, N is 5, sir.
No. What is N is the sum of frequencies.
N is 40, sir. N is 40.
See, it is 40, sir. I did this thing is 5.
Okay. So 30th observation. It's 40, huh?
The total is 40, sir.
Then
N
what
is
about
40.
30th observation then?
Okay, it's 40. So it will be 40 times 0.75, okay? 40 times 0.75. So it will be 30th observation, right? Which basically means either 30th observation or 31st observation. So if you notice that both will be 8 only, right? So Q3 is 8.
Yes.
Okay. I just did it at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 basis. I don't know this basis. So Q3 was 9 for
sir.
me.
Taken, sir. What is the
Sorry, but in the content there was no box grade plot.
Here is. Go through the tutorial, no?
Yes, the box grade plot.
We have a special tutorial on box plot also. You can't say it's not covered in the course.
So how is the Q3 8, sir?
How is Q3?
I'm not getting.
Q3, okay, see. So Q3 is nothing but we got that 40 times, like NP value we are getting is 30, right?
Yes, sir.
Which means your Q3 would be 30th observation or 31st observation, right?
Yeah.
When data is arranged in ascending order. Right? So when you arrange it, see, what will happen is 6 will occur 7 times, right? 7 times. After that, grade 7 will occur, right?
Yeah.
7 occur 12 times, right? Then 8 occur 12 times.
Yes. 7, 12, 19.
So 19 plus so 30th and 31st observation, both are 8, right?
Okay.
That's why
No,
your
it's
Q3 is
24 plus. Okay, yeah.
And sir, what would happen if like
Thank you, sir.
30 is in 12th and another is in another, like?
You
have to take average then.
Also, sir, what n is always the summation of frequency,
Yeah, n is the total frequency.
not the number of observations. Sir. Like
Number of observation is equal to total frequency only.
okay. Like the
Sir,
variable numbers.
Yeah.
just I have a doubt here, sir.
Yeah.
When we have to multiply frequency with the variable, sir, if there is frequency, if we have to find a mean or
that is for the numerical variable. Here, grades is the categorical variable, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
These are different categories you have.
That is for group numerical data.
No, it's not.
Okay, let's. So, first two questions are clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can you just
question number
explain,
2,
sir? I didn't get the point what you were saying. For numerical data.
No, see, here we are plotting bar chart, right?
Yes, sir.
Bar chart, each bar represents one category only.
Okay, sir.
So, category 6 occurred 7 times, category 7 occurred 12 times, right?
Okay, sir.
So, in such cases, these are just category. These are not some numerical thing, okay?
Okay, sir.
So similar to question number 2, can we go to last question, sir? It's also a box plot, sir.
We will go question by question. Okay,
Sir, in this question, the median will also be 8.
Yeah, but here it's
Q2.
Yeah. So what in box plot? Okay, let's. In box plot, what happens is, let's just clarify.
Median can be anywhere in the box.
So this is your minimum value, right? This is maximum. This is Q1. This is Q3, and median can be any value in between, and it is generally represented by a line also. So if you see such line in between this, so it is Q2 or median only. Okay.
Just if we have to compute Q2 from the data, not regarding the box plot.
Okay, if you can compute from data as well, if you know this frequency distribution table, right?
I think it's 20th observation, right?
But if the box plot is given to you like that, you can also compute median from here also, right?
But you need to have that line, like.
Yeah. This box plot don't have, but some box plot may have such lines. So that would be the median only.
Sir, that's what I did in question number, sir, last question, sir. But it was wrong, sir, actually. Median of the data.
That also.
16.
Okay. Moving forward. Question number 3, you just have to compute, I think, mean, standard deviation, sample variance, and IQ are for the salary column, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This one is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Solve question
Once
number
can you
4.
solve the interquartile range?
interquartile range. Other two option I got it, but the interquartile range I didn't get that one.
Sir, what was
Yes,
the
sir,
answer
sir.
for second question? What was the final answer?
This one, right? Q minimum is 6, maximum is 10, Q3 is 8, and Q1 is 7.
It was because median is equal to Q3, so that's why we have merged it into 7.
Q1 you don't need to compute because you need to save time, right?
No, I didn't compute Q1 because it was already evident from the graph that 7 would be the thing. I'm
From the
saying
graph, okay,
median and Q3 are equal. So
Sir, by
8
just
would be-
watching the graph, how could I say that the 8 is
It's a median is
Q3?
also 8.
No, not by graph. We are saying we are computing it, right?
So
Computing it, but you are saying that we have to save the time. So how could I that we have to do this thing, right?
Yeah, you have to just again do it. For Q1, you will do n times p, which is nothing but 0.25 again, which is 10th observation, 10th and 11th, right?
Yes.
Both are 7. Q1 is 7.
Sir, why we are taking 10th and 11th observation? Because of
because whenever n times p is an integer, quartile or median or percentile, whatever you are computing, it would be that integer and the next value. Right? So if
Sir,
we are
can we
getting
find
20,
median?
so it would be 20th and 21st term.
Or it can be
Sir, can we
average.
find median? So we have the values of Q1 and Q3.
Median will also be 8, I think.
Yes, so median is also 8.
Median is also 8. Yeah. Okay, so question number 3, clear or?
Yeah, so I had a doubt in the interquartile range.
Interquartile. Okay, so in general, there are 10 observations, right?
Right.
And I can
Yes.
see they all are already in the ascending order.
Right.
Yes,
So
sir.
Q1 would be
8.
8, third observation, right?
Yes.
And Q3 would be?
Somewhere between the 7th and the 8th. So that would be 36.5.
No, it should be 38, right? 8th observation.
38.
Yes, sir, 38.
Because
Yes, sir,
n equals 9 and for Q3 P equals 0.75. So NP is 7.5, which means 8th observation will be the Q3, right?
Wouldn't
Yes,
it
sir.
be 7.5th observation, sir?
We don't have 7.5
7.5th
observation over here. So it's 8th
Okay.
observation.
Okay. So we just rounded up to the next observation.
See, whenever your n times P comes to be something in decimal, right? Like here we are getting 7.5.
Okay.
Always take the next highest integer. So for 7.5, next highest integer would be 8, right?
Okay.
If we are getting integer, suppose we got the value 20. So in that
Okay.
case, we take this value and the next value, which is 21st.
Sir, but
Sir, what
it
about
in
sir
the
7.25, sir?
That would also be 8.
Okay.
sir,
Even
but
if
in the
it's
lecture,
7.01, it would be 8.
We consider
Sir, but in
decimal
the-
values for numerical variables, right, sir?
Sir, but in
Sir,
lecture,
in
if
the
NP becomes integer, we have to take average of both.
Yeah, in numerical, you take the average of both, but in case of categorical, you take.
But
You can
it's
take
a
either of them.
salary, right? So wouldn't that be a numerical variable?
What thing?
So we're supposed to calculate the interquartile range for a salary. Salary is a numerical variable,
Salary is a
right?
numerical variable. Yeah. So suppose if you have gotten n times P as 8, right? Let's suppose you are computing
Okay.
88th percentile. So in that case, you will take the average of 8th and 9th term.
So
Yes,
in
sir.
a percentile, we would take average.
Yeah, whenever it's an integer, you take the average of two values. The one which you obtained as n times P and the next one. Okay.
Sir, is age a categorical variable in this table?
No. Age is a ratio scale of numerical variable.
Sir, could you repeat the last part when you said something about an integer?
If n times P comes out to be an integer
Okay. So
and
like
your
8.
variable is numerical,
Okay.
you take the average of value at this place and the next place, which is 8th and 9th.
Okay.
sir,
So
in the
if we
video
get
lecture,
a-
we were told that if NP is a decimal, then we take the next higher integer
Yeah,
and
if it's
take the
decimal,
mean
you
of.
take the next highest integer.
So if we have a
Then
next
take the
highest
mean of
integer,
NP,
we
NP
just
and
take
NP
an
plus 1,
average.
sir.
Okay, one by one.
So when you said that if we get the quartile as something of a decimal value, then we take it to the next highest number or integer.
Yeah,
So if we get a whole integer, we need to take an average.
of that integer and the next integer value.
Okay, so we get a decimal value for that, right?
Yeah, you can get, yeah.
Okay, so okay, got
So
it.
it
So
means
like,
you take average of 8th and 9th observation, not 8 and average of 8 and 9.
Sir, on what basis we are taking the 8th and 9th observation?
If I got NP as 8,
if it's a clear cut 8, then why would we take the an average of that and the next observation?
Because we have to
formula designed earlier. Let's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
go into that algorithm.
Okay.
But sir,
Okay.
in this question, on which basis we are taking the 8th observation?
No, I'm just telling if it's an example. In this question, NP is 7.5.
Yeah.
So the highest integer would be 8, right?
Oh, yeah.
The observation would be the third quartile, which is 38. So
Right.
IQR is Q3 minus Q1, which is 38 minus 8, 30, right?
Okay.
Okay. Is it clear and everyone?
Yes. So just to confirm,
Yes, sir.
when we get the quartile as a decimal value, we take the next highest integer, and when we get as an integer value, we just take an average of that integer and the next one.
Yeah, value at that integer place, like 8th and 9th place, for example. Right?
Sir,
Sir, in third question, we will take the last value or which value? In that case, how we have to deal with this question?
In what case you have to find an IQR. For that you need Q1 and Q3, right? Just compute Q1 and Q3.
Okay.
Sir,
yeah.
When question said approximately, so till what decimal point?
It's approximated till 2 decimal places. That's all.
To 10 decimal places, right?
That is approximately means it's very close to that. It would be either 216.67 is also an approximate of 216.66.
So how much we should consider? Like, is there any?
It's very subjective.
Aditya, the mean is 26 point something. You can't consider approximate of 26 lakhs to 25 lakhs.
Yeah. Okay, moving forward. Question number 4, you just need to apply the point biserial correlation coefficient, right? That's
Please solve question number 4.
Then how do you get the deviation for gender in question number 4?
You didn't attend the solve with the session week 4?
Sir, exact same question tutorial mein.
Okay, so those who want clarification of point based serial correlation coefficient can go through the last, I think, 45 minutes of week 4 solve with the session where we discuss point by serial correlation coefficient in deep.
Week 4 tutorial number 4 exact same question explain
Not
kiya.
Tutorial 4, you can also go to week 4 solve with the session.
It was only 40 minutes.
Okay, question number 5, were you guys able to do it or any doubt in this?
So we were able to do that, sir. Sir, can we solve this, sir?
No, sir, there's a doubt.
Okay,
Yes, sir, there's a
at
doubt.
what step you are stuck in this? Like, how did you approach this question first? I want to hear
So
from
they've given us the total number of frequency, and by using that and the relative frequency given for y, we calculate what y stands for, right?
Yeah, okay. So relative frequency for y was 0.2, right?
Yes.
So y would be 0.2 times 250, okay?
Yes.
It's 50, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Then we take 250 is equal to the sum of all the frequencies. So we get x plus z plus a certain amount is equal to 150.
150.
Sorry, 250. Sorry, 250. My bad, 250.
No, x plus z would be, I think, 16.
Plus the total of the rest of the
It would come out to be 145, right?
Is equal to.
It would come out to be 145, right? The sum of total frequencies x plus 10 plus y is
Maybe 95.
50. Okay, 95. Yeah. 95. Okay. Plus 35 plus z plus 60. It is given to us as 250, right? Total. So from here we got x plus z as 95, right?
It's 155, I guess.
But no, x
Is it
plus z.
90 50? 95, sir.
No, sir, it's 95.
Okay, after that, you know that relative frequency of value 1 and value 5, the difference is 0.06, right? Which means relative frequency of x minus relative frequency of z. It is 0.06, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Relative frequency is nothing but frequency of x divided by total minus frequency of z divided by total. It is equal to 0.06, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
So I can take x minus z as 250 times 0.06.
Okay.
Okay. So from here you will get the value of x minus z with as 15, right?
Yes, sir.
But and you also know that value of x plus z is 95. Solve the
Yes,
two
sir.
equations. You can get the value of x is 55 and z is 40, right?
Yes,
So then how to find the median, sir, from this?
Find the median. Okay, so there are in total 250 observations, right?
Yes, sir.
So median would be 125th and 126th observation, right?
Yes,
N
sir.
times p is 125 because, right? P is 0.5. N is 250. Is it clear till this step?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now you can do the simple calculation. See, first x is 50. So first 55 observation will be 1, right?
Okay, so
Yes,
we
sir.
need to calculate the cumulative frequency thing, right, sir?
Yeah. After that, value 2 occurs 10 times. So you have 65 observation till here. Similarly, you can proceed till 125, 126, like we did in the which question we did? Like we did in this question, second question, right? To find Q1 and Q3.
Yes, sir.
But if both are different,
Sir, I'm getting x plus z equal to 85.
You are
So
getting
can you repeat x minus z part, sir?
x minus z. Okay, you know the difference between their relative frequency is 0.06, right?
How would you get the difference? That only
It's given in the question also. The difference between the relative
okay,
frequency
sir,
of
okay,
value
sir.
1 and 5.
Yes.
Sir, I didn't get the median part.
X minus z is 15. X plus z
Till
is
this step it is clear, right?
Sir,
X
up
is
to
55,
z
z is
equals to
40.
40, I got it.
Okay.
But after that, I didn't understand.
Okay. After that, see, what is you have this category 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right?
Yes, sir.
And their frequencies are x is 55, 2 is 10, y was 50, right?
Yeah.
35, then it's 40, then it's 60, right? Clear till this step?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
what
sir.
happening is 1 is occurring 55 times, right?
Right.
So first 55 observation would be 1.
Yes.
After that, 2 will occur 10 times.
10
I'm arranging my data in ascending order. 10 times, okay? So till here, 65 observation are done. After that, 3 will occur
50 times.
50 times.
Here, 115 observations are done, right?
Yes.
After that, 4 will occur 35 times.
Right.
Which means my 125th and 126th observation will also be 4.
Yes.
Yes, correct.
That's my median, right?
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Now get it.
But in case suppose this value is 4 and this value is 5, then you can take either of them as median.
Sir, we
So
can't
how did
calculate
you get
The
the
average or either of them, sir.
126?
Because n is 250, right?
Yes.
To find median, p is 0.50, right? 50th percentile is the median.
Yes, yes.
N times p is 125. It is an integer. So
Yeah.
median will be 125th and 126th observation, right?
Got it. Got it, sir.
So if it is if it 125th is 4 and 126th is 5, then you have to take the average of 4 and 5.
No. It's categorical variable. How can you take average?
It's a categorical variable.
It is a categorical variable.
Okay. Roll of a die is a categorical variable.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah. Now see.
So based on type of data, we have
This
to
session
use
is
the
live to also YouTube.
Yeah, it is live.
Sir, is this session is live also on the YouTube?
Yeah, it is. Every session is live on YouTube, occurring on the Zoom.
Where
Is the interquartile range is
Link in description, bro.
Okay, we are not discussing such things over here. We are discussing only the mock thing over here. If you want to see the YouTube and all, it's all in your calendar only. Go and check it over there. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Why roll of dice is a categorical variable, sir? Roll of dice. You
Because
have to put some numbers, right?
it's number, but here it is treated as categorical variable, right? The way they are tabulated, it's the categorical variable.
So I didn't get why we are calling it this. Why the okay? This is ordinal. I can understand, but
yeah, ordinal is a categorical variable only, right?
But why can't we call it a numerical variable? Because we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here.
Yeah.
We have got numbers, and numbers mean something, and 6 is greater than 5, and 5 is greater than 4. So why can't we call it?
You can't do arithmetic in this. You can't do arithmetic in this.
Yeah.
So the outcomes of a die are ordinal variable.
No, it depends. See, the way it is tabulated in this over here, it is considered as a category. My first row is one category of outcome 1 only.
Okay.
It's like that. So that's why the way the data is presented, it changes the scale of measurement a lot.
Numerical also. It could be numerical also.
In general, it is numerical, but here I will consider each outcome as one category, which is occurring this many times.
But in general, it's numerical.
Yeah, in general, it's numerical.
Sir,
you also find the sum of dice, right? If I roll 2 dice, their sum will be 10, 11. It's numerical.
Session is showing waiting, sir, not live, sir.
Is
Hello, sir.
interquartile
Can I-
range is applicable only for this numerical variable?
Can you repeat?
Interquartile range is defined only for numerical variable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, as you said, we want to take the 125th and 126th observation.
Yeah.
The 125th is the third is being 3, and the 126th is being 4. So I have been answered as 3. So, but the right answer is showing us 4. Why?
No. Both 125th and 126th observation are 4. We just did it.
Sir, can you repeat it? Because I'm not.
Hello, sir.
1 is occurring 55 times, right? Then 2 is
Yes,
occurring
sir.
10 times.
Yeah.
Sir.
3 occurred 50 times. So 115 observations.
Live on YouTube. They are showing this session is waiting.
Hello.
It will be available on YouTube. You want to see on YouTube, you can leave and go there instead of
Sir,
interacting in the.
it's showing waiting, not live, sir.
Who is that guy? Okay, now who is saying the YouTube thing?
Hello,
sir, can you please check YouTube?
Sandeep Kumar Sharma.
Yes, sir.
I think you can go and be in over here.
भाई या तो क्लास को डिस्टर्ब करना बंद करो.
Okay, if you guys keeps on wasting time like this, I will only cover how much is covered till 8 p.m. After that, you can do all the questions on your own.
Yes, so that is
Could
the
you please present that
Mr.
XYZ variables? That one.
So,
for finding XYZ.
You just joined or you were there also?
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any doubt till question number 5 till now, anyone?
No.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Move forward, sir.
Okay.
Question number 6, 4 options, sir. Can you explain it?
Okay. In which question did you guys face the most difficulty?
The question
The first
12, sir.
No.
Sir, last
Nothing difficult.
Sir, last option.
So question number 13.
Question 12, sir.
So question 12, sir.
No. In the question 6, which option I am saying?
Third one.
Last option.
4.
Sir, last one.
option.
Option 1 is clear to everyone, or shall we do it?
Sir, no, sir.
Yes, sir. All options are clear.
Clear, sir. Clear, sir.
Yes,
Can you do, sir?
Sir, actually, please explain it.
Okay, let's do it. So in option 1, it is range and variance, right?
The second option to have a doubt, sir.
Yes, the second option.
We will go option by option. So the first option is
Right.
range and variance, right? So let's suppose my data set is this. Okay. So in that case, my range is
10 minus
9. Now suppose I have an outlier in my data. In that case, my range is.
I understood.
So range is affected a lot by the presence of outlier, right? In actual, just because of this observation, you are getting your range as this high, but in general, your data has not have that much range.
Yes.
Outlier has affected its value, right?
Correct, sir.
After that, variance. Okay, so for variance we compute this thing in numerator, right?
Yes. Mean is also affected, so variance will also
We
be
know that
affected.
mean is affected by outlier, right?
Yes.
If mean is affected, then this deviation and its square will also be affected.
Yes, sir.
It means variance is also affected, right?
Right,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear till this step?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Also, sir, so by this logic, when we add a constant to the mean or something like that, our mean changes, but the same that doesn't happen with variance, right?
Okay, let's see. So for variance, you compute this thing in the numerator, right?
Yes, sir.
Suppose I have added a constant a to my each observation, right?
Yes, sir.
In that case, my mean would be old mean plus a, right?
Yes, sir.
What will happen to the numerator is my observation becomes xi plus a minus mean plus a, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I open it, the constant gets cancelled out.
Oh, all right, sir.
That's why the addition and subtraction.
Sir, what will happen? Sir, sorry to interrupt you. Sir, what will happen if we multiply a constant with variance?
If you multiply by constant, see what will happen is your each observation has become now c times. Let's suppose c is the constant you are multiplying with, right?
Mean will also get
Mean
multiplied.
will also get on c times. So in that case, your numerator will become c times xi minus c times x bar whole square, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes, sir.
So c square would come out. So your new variance would be c square times old variance, right?
So I think there is a question in the second mock test related to some changes in the data set, and they're asking us to find the difference between the new variance and old variance. When we get to that question, I think we need to discuss it.
Yeah, using this formula, you can get it, right? First, you computed the variance of that old variance you computed, right?
Yes,
Sir, I have done like
multiplying it by some constant, it would become constant square times that old variance.
Okay, sir.
So now you can easily subtract it, right? New variance minus old variance.
Yes.
C square times, right?
So just to make it clear, when we add or subtract a constant, the variance doesn't change.
Yeah, because
but
it gets
if
cancelled.
we multiply the constant, then we need to multiply the old variance with the constant square.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, which
in
is
this
the
option,
least and which one is the max? Which
Can you repeat?
Which one is the least affected by outlier and which is the maximum affected by outlier?
Maximum, minimum, yeah, it gets affected, right? Outlier is the one which is here your maximum was
No, I'm comparing with all measures, range, variance, standard deviation, and all.
Yeah, if variance is affected, then standard deviation would also be affected.
No, sir. What I am asking, which one is the least affected?
Median.
Whether, median.
Yeah.
Sir, in this question, how does outlier not affect the interquartile range? This option.
Interquartile range. Okay, so interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1 only, right?
Yeah.
So here, if you see, you have 5 observations. So you are, I think Q1 would be this, right? Q3 would be this. So it's same in the both. It is not affected by the outlier.
No, but what if it is within the quartiles?
It won't be. Okay. So you know how to find outlier firstly.
Oh yeah, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Yeah, yeah.
So
So it will be either of the extremes only.
Yeah.
It will be either before the first quartile or after the third quartile.
Either side on the extreme.
Any value that is less than this Q1 minus 1.5 times IQR, or any value that is greater than third quartile plus 1.5 times IQR is considered as outlier. So there is no way an outlier would be in between Q1 and Q3, right?
Okay, I got it.
So first one and
Sir,
101 is our outliers.
Sir, I have a question. Is percentile affected by outlier?
Percentiles mainly not, because these are just positions. The positions mainly remains the same.
Okay.
That's why median is the least affected, because median is the positional, you have middle position observation.
Yes, middle position, 50%.
But in some extent, median gets affected, or
Yeah, in some cases it would. That's why we are saying least affected. We are not saying
Least
it never
and sir,
gets.
mod is totally not affected, right?
Yes, yes. Mode is not affected by this
Mod is totally
outliers.
not affected. Median is least affected, and all the remaining are affected.
Mode is also least affected.
Okay, mode is also least affected.
Mode and median are the least affected ones.
sir, what is fourth option is asking about?
The unit of the variance of variable is same as the unit of variable. Why is it called?
Okay. The first option is clear, right, everyone?
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir. Second option, is it clear? Or?
Yes.
Clear, sir.
It's
Clear,
No,
sir.
So can you explain the second option?
Yes, sir.
So please explain second option. Sir.
Okay.
If I have a set of
Let's say
marks,
you have a data set this. Your population is this, okay?
Please mute the one who's speaking, sir.
So suppose your population is this. Population data set, okay? So your range of your population data set is 25 minus 1, which is 24, right? The maximum
Yes,
minus
sir.
minimum. So now when we take sample from this population, so my sample would be any few observations of this, all this, right?
Yes, anything.
Suppose first sample is this. In that case, my range would be 10.
So 12 minus
sir,
2.
is it mandatory that population should be in
My
ascending
second
or
sample, let's
descending
suppose,
order?
is this. In that case, is range is 24. So there is no way my range of sample data set will ever exceed the population.
Sir, no, sir. If 25 is in middle, sir.
Maximum and minimum value. Like
Sir,
what
if
if the sample
Yes, one
has
by one.
both?
Sir, if 25 is in between 12 and 15, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir. If my sample set is 12 to 20 or some 25 to 21.
It could be anything. Sample is randomly selecting any three observation of
but
this population.
sir, if we take
No, sir, my
21,
doubt is-
1 and 2,
Okay.
25.
25, 1 and 2, okay.
Yes, sir. It has both maximum and minimum value.
In that case, range would be 24 only, which is equal to the population 1.
Okay, it will be equal to.
But it would be
but
never be greater than the range of population.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank
It
you.
can be less than, but never greater than. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
What about
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
fourth option? What about the fourth option?
What about?
Fourth option.
We are
Unit
coming
of
to that. Only till now, first two options we are done. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The
The first
third
two
option
options.
we have already discussed that median is the least affected one, right? Okay. So coming to fourth one, unit of variance of variable is same as the units of variable. Okay. So what is the unit of variance? Suppose my data set, I am measuring it in centimeter. Then what would be my unit of variance?
Centimeter
Centimeter square.
Centimeter square.
Okay. Why is it so?
Centimeter square.
Because we are multiplying
Guys,
both.
squaring, sir.
Because you compute xi minus x bar first, which will also be in centimeter, right?
Yes.
But then you square it. So variance, and then you sum it. So its unit is always square of the variable, not same, right?
So repeated measurement.
Sorry.
So I'm saying this, sir. It's a repetitive measurement, sir. Either side of the mean, sir.
Couldn't get it. Can you repeat again?
I was saying that, sir. It's a repetitive measurement, sir. That's why square is given, sir.
Yeah.
Till here, 5 minutes back, even that question, so that option was correct. So after that, it got changed. I guess. Because when I've seen, I just got 1 mark. Then again, I've been added 1.5 marks for not marking the third
one. 1.5. Yeah. So in MSQ, what happens is if you select even one wrong option, it would be 0 marks. But if you select only the correct one, then it would be splits. Like here, 2 options,
partial marks.
3 points, so you will get 1.5 for 1 correct.
Okay.
But if you select the second one wrong, it would be 0. Yeah.
Sir, one general query is the solution will be uploaded or something for
Yeah,
this mock test. Okay, sir.
Okay. Question. Any doubt till question number 6? Anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Okay. So question number 7.
No.
No, sir.
Clear, right?
No, sir. Yes, sir, clear.
Yes.
No, sir, clear.
Sir, can you please explain it?
Okay.
7. I also have doubts in 7.
So see, a group of 10 friends have an average of 8 fruit, right? So the group of 10 friends, which means my number of observations are 10, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the average is given to me as 8, right?
Yes, sir.
So using the formula for mean, my mean is nothing but 1 over number of observation times sum of observations, right?
Yes, sir.
So 8 equals 1 over 10 times sum of all the observations.
Sum of all observations, yes, sir.
So in total, what it implies is there were 80 apples in total, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is distributed among 10 people.
Yes, sir.
So each people on an average has 8 apples, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear till this step?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. After that, what happened is the remain 5 friends left. Okay. 5 friends have left. So now you have only 5 people, right?
Yes, sir.
And the remaining friends have an average of 6 fruits. Okay. And their average is 6.
Yes, sir.
Again, you can compute number of fruits they have.
30.
5 times 6, which is 30, right?
Yes, sir.
So now you have to tell how many fruits did the friend who left the group take with them. So initially you had 80. Now remaining ones have only 30. So 50 apples are taken by those 5 friends who left, right?
Yes, sir.
Clear, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Solution 1, sir.
Anyone, any doubt till question number 7?
Please show the solution 1, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, question number 8.
No, sir.
I have doubt.
No doubts, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
I don't have a doubt in question number 8, but I have a doubt in the concept. So here we're told that if we increase every value in the data set by 7, then the range and the standard deviation won't change, but the mean, median, and mode changes. So
Yeah.
what if we're only adding 7 to a particular value in the data set?
Only to a particular value.
So let's say we're adding 7 to 12, so it becomes 19, and we keep the rest of the values at the same.
Then
So
you have
how
to
would that?
compute all. Then you cannot generalize it. It may or may not be affected.
Okay. Okay, sir.
But if you're doing it to all the values, then we can generalize it a bit.
Okay. And what about, so does it apply to variance as well? So if we change a particular value or two in the data
Yeah,
set?
if you change only a single value, you need to compute all of them again to see which all are getting changed.
Okay. Okay.
You cannot
Thank you.
generalize it. Okay.
Okay.
It's like week 3 questions.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, how does standard deviation will change now, sir?
Standard deviation will not change, right?
I think, sir, it will
Like in
change.
the
Like
lecture,
we are told, like we will have to add 7 to the value of previous standard deviation.
No,
To
as
get
they
the-
will
No,
not.
sir, it won't change.
Variance will not change. That's
Won't
why
change.
We have just
standard deviation
Plus,
will also not
plus
change.
minus will cancel out.
Yeah. See, suppose you compute variance by this formula, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Sir.
Population variance I am taking for now.
Sir, okay, sir. I got it from the below expression, sir.
I'm taking population variance as this formula, right?
Yes,
Now, if
sir.
I
Yes,
add a
sir.
constant
Yes, sir. Yes.
a to each
Yeah.
observation, so my each observation become xi plus a and mean becomes mean plus a, right?
Yes.
Then I plug in the value in the formula. It would be this thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Then a gets cancelled out.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes.
Population variance remains unaffected by addition or subtraction of constant, right?
Yes.
If variance is unaffected, then standard deviation will also be not affected because it is just the square root of variance, right? Is it clear, everyone?
Sir, if the constant is
Yes,
added,
sir.
why won't the range won't change, sir? The range won't change, no. Range will remain the same.
Range would also remain the same. Okay. See, in this data set,
The question is saying which will not change.
Yeah, my bad, sir. I got that. Thank you.
okay, till question 8, anyone, any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, question number 9.
Yes,
So
sir. I
I
did
just
one
yes, sir, I
mistake
have a
in not getting
Yes,
it,
sir.
where I did mistake.
I am not getting the answer.
So we're dealing with a numerical data here, right? So
Yeah.
so like if we wanted to calculate the mean, would we need to multiply the number of bikes owned with the frequency?
Yeah, we are commuted. Okay, so bike sound is here. Okay. This frequency. So there are 0 bikes, 1 bikes, 2 bikes, 3 bikes.
Sir, also please confirm when we have to multiply frequency with number and when we don't want to multiply, sir.
Yeah, we are. So see, here you have to find the sample standard deviation and it's the frequency distribution data presented to you, right?
Yes, sir.
The frequencies are 58421, 58421. So how do you compute the mean for this group data?
IFI by
Yes.
summation.
5 into 0 plus 8 into 1.
Okay. Why we do this?
Sigma x divided by.
So why we do this?
Sir, this is a discrete data. So discrete
What
data,
happens
because it is a numerical.
5 people are owning 0 bytes.
Yeah, so in general, your data set would be this: 0 occurring 5 times, then 1 occurring 8, so on, right? You just grouped it into the table. So instead of adding 0 5 times, what you can do is you can just do 5 times 0, right? Similarly, you can do 1 times 8 instead of adding 1 8 times. Here also, right? Is it clear till this step?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mean is this, right? So sum of frequencies is nothing but 20.
20.
Sum of this would be
26.
26.
And mean will be 1.3.
mean as 1.3, right?
Yes, sir.
And next thing you need to compute is xi minus x bar. These are your xi's, remember. These are your fi's.
Please mute yourself.
0 minus 1.3 is minus 1.3, right?
Yes.
Then again, remember in normal data set, what you do is you compute this thing, right? So
Could you please on me?
Yes.
you have 0 5 times. So you will add this 0 minus 1.3 square 5 times, right? So instead of adding 5 times, what we do is we do
Multiply
5 times xi minus x bar whole square, which is 5 times minus 1.3, right?
Right, sir.
Similarly, here it's occurring 8 times. So 8 times minus 0.3 squared, right?
Okay. If xi minus x bar.
Sir, it is a square, no sir.
Yeah. Okay. You can compute this value. So, and this would be occurring 4 times. We would be taking this difference, right? 3 times we would be adding this difference. And 2 times. And then 1 time we will be adding this, right? So in case of such group data, the formula becomes
Yes, now I get it.
this is population variance, remember. For sample variance, it would be
n minus 1.
Yeah, minus 1 in the denominator.
Yes.
This formula only applicable for population variance.
So sample
why
variance
do
you
you
have to subtract from the
No,
denominator.
it is for only group data.
Yeah.
Sir, why do we subtract 1 from the denominator in order to
Because
get the
for sample variance, it's always n
So,
minus 1 in the denominator, right?
why are you multiplying the difference of deviation squares with frequency here, sir?
Because in your data set, it's like 0 is occurring 5 times, right?
Yes, sir.
So in normal calculation of variance, what you do is you take difference of each observation with the mean.
Yes, sir.
0 is occurring 5 times, you have to take difference of 0 from the mean 5 times and then square it, right?
Yes,
So what
sir.
I'm doing, instead of adding it 5 times, I'm calculating it only 1 time and multiplying it by 5.
Okay.
Okay. Similarly, instead of calculating for 1
No,
8
sir.
times,
Is it same as squaring, sir? Is it different, no, sir?
what's different?
The squaring and what you are doing, sir.
No, squaring I am doing. See, squaring we are doing, right? But for observation 1, it means observation is occurring 8 times, right?
Okay, sir.
Now, if you take its deviation from mean, it would be 1 minus 1.3 squared. Because
sir.
for variance, you need to compute it. Again, it would be the same thing, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It would be same for these 8 observations.
Okay, sir.
Instead of adding these 8, what I'm doing is I'm computing 1 and then multiplying 1 by 8. So that will give me the same answer, right?
Okay,
Yes, sir. And
Instead
sir,
of
for
adding
for sample variation, we just have to do sigma fi minus 1, just plain minus 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we get the frequency, we have to follow this method, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, going by this example, we had an earlier example with rolling a die, right?
Yeah.
So that also looks very similar, the data.
For rolling a die, it depends. If you're taking it as a numerical variable, you can go through the same.
Okay, yeah. So I can do the same for.
Yeah, whenever numerical data is distributed, like in the frequency distribution, you can solve like this.
Okay. Yes,
One thing, can't we use that formula?
Your voice is
derived in earlier sessions. One by n sigma.
Your voice is breaking. Can you type or repeat?
Question number 9, sir.
Okay, so yeah, for the YouTube link has been updated. It has been updated by the studio team, so now it's live streaming. Whoever was asking, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, repeat, please.
The question number 9 was asking sample standard deviation, right, sir?
Yeah.
And what we've just seen is we were calculating only the population variance.
No, you can compute sample variance. I have not done the computation part. I have just told you why we are using this formula. You know the formula, you can just plug in the values and compute.
Sir, am I audible now?
Yeah, you're audible now.
Yeah, I was asking, can we use the derived formula for standard deviation here, like for the variance here, to calculate the standard deviation, which you derived?
Always the square root of variance. So whenever you can compute variance, just square root it, you will get standard deviation.
Yeah, but can we use the formula that you derived, that is 1 by n sigma xi square minus x bar square, that one that you derived in previous?
That one also you can do. This one, right?
Yeah.
So you can do that also. So here what would
But
happen?
sir, we
Yeah.
have to multiply with frequency.
Yeah, that's the thing. Here's your observation 0 is occurring 5 times, right? Frequency of it is 5. So instead of adding 0 square 5 times, for this term, right?
Yeah.
We will just do it 5 times 0 square. So the formula in case of frequency, it would become n is nothing but summation FL, right?
Okay, now I get it because I was getting it wrong. Okay. Thank you.
Sir, when we are calculating correlation coefficient, that is R, so formula of R is that covariance by standard deviation of X, standard deviation of Y.
Right.
So standard deviation is sample standard deviation.
It depends. If you are taking sample covariance, it would be sample standard deviation. If you are taking population covariance, it would be population standard deviation.
And so what about point by serial coefficient?
Point by serial, you can refer to solve with the session week 4, last 45 minutes. We did a deep discussion on that.
No, sir. In that standard deviation, we have to take population or
We
sample.
discussed all that. You can go. You can use either of them and changed.
Sir, if in question it is written that simple that find R, means correlation coefficient.
Yeah,
then,
small r is correlation coefficient. Yeah.
So, sir, we have to we have to calculate sample standard deviation in like what?
No, correlation coefficient would be, it's up to you. If you are using sample covariance, then you will use sample standard deviation in the
We get
denominator.
the same answer, no, sir. With whatever.
Sir, could you please repeat that?
Okay, see, when you have to find the correlation coefficient, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you are using sample covariance in the numerator, you will use sample standard deviation only in the denominator.
Sir, how we get to that we have to find sample covariance?
You will get the same
because
answer. You can use either. If you are using population covariance in the numerator, you will use population standard deviation in the denominator, and both will give you the same answer only.
Oh, okay.
Sir,
Solution
solution
coefficient would be the same.
available
If you compute it either for sample or population, it would be same.
Hello, Isa. Sir,
The
solution
formula
will be
will be
available
like
for us.
Okay, 1 minute, I think, Prashant.
Yeah, Isa. Prasad, yes, sorry to interrupt you. Actually, earlier there was a error in link for live streaming. Now it's updated. So it's live on YouTube also. So link is updated in calendar. So kindly check. Students can check the. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
So for question number 9, if the same question is there, but instead of number of bikes, it is given in terms of interval, then we will take middle point of each class interval, no?
Yeah, we will come to such questions also. It is there in the
In mock test 2, sir.
Yeah, we have it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, moving forward.
Sir, why the option 2 is correct in question 10? Option 2, why it is correct in option?
Sir, will they provide
question number-
solutions for mock tests, sir?
Yeah, it will be provided. So,
Okay,
any
thank
doubt
you.
to question number 9, anyone?
Sir, question 10, option 2, why it is correct?
Question number till question number 9, any doubt? After that, we will move to question 10.
No, sir.
Sir, could you please explain again 9th question, sir? I have missed it.
9th question. Okay, where are you facing difficulty in question number 9?
Yes, sir.
Sir, same with me, but I'm just facing difficulty in understanding the mean, the X bar that has come 1.3.
Right.
So I'm not able to figure that out.
The formula we used, right? Or how we are getting this value?
Yes, sir, mean I have understood.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Okay. See, what it means is that your observation 0 has occurred 5 times, right? Okay. Frequency 5 of number of bikes on 0, right? Number of bikes on this 1 is occurred 8 times. So observation on 1 occurred 8 times, right?
Yes, sir. 2 occurs 4, 3 occurs 2, 4 occurs 1.
Similarly, 2 occurred 4 times, 3 occurred 2 times, and 4 occurred 1 time. Right? This is your data set, right?
Yes, sir.
So, but to find mean, what you can do is you can add all the observations. Then similarly, 2 will be added 4 times. Then 3 will be added 2 times. Then 4. And then divided by the number of observations. You will get the mean, right?
Yes, sir.
Another way to think of it is, instead of adding 0 5 times, what I can do is I can write it as 5 times 0. Instead of adding 1 8 times, I can write it as 1 times 8. Adding to 4 times, I can write it as 2 times
4 and 3 into 2. Yes, sir.
right? And number of observation would be 5 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, right? Which is nothing but sum of frequencies, 20. So on addition, you will get 26 by 20, which is 1.3, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear for the mean part?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, for the variance part,
Yes,
instead of adding summation xi minus x bar whole square again and again, what you can do is you can compute for one xi and then multiply it by its frequency, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear now, this question?
Yes, sir. Yes. So median also can be computed for this data.
Yeah, for median we have, yeah, for median you can, median we did also, right? In 2 questions earlier we also did.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so till question 9 it's clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, moving forward to question 10. First
Sir, the
option.
last option.
First option is clear, right?
Right.
The first, no,
The
sir.
second option.
Both options are clear, sir.
Sir, the first and second option are not clear for me.
Can you
Sir.
explain the first one?
What you guys did in the first option? Just tell me first.
Sir, can you explain how to find the less percentage and all?
Yeah, we come. So okay, so how did you guys started approaching for option 1? Like what you did? Can you tell the step by step?
30,000 multiplied by percentage that is shown in the pie chart for each category. Get the values and subtract the total.
We don't need to do that thing.
Okay, so total expenditure is given to you 30,000, right?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
After that, it is written that expenditure on food items and less than the rest. Okay, first you need to find the expenditure on food items. Okay, and expenditure on the remaining one, the other things than the food items, right?
Yes, sir.
To see food items, we are spending 40% of the total. So which is 40 by 100,000, right?
12,000.
12,000.
Then the remaining would be from total food ones. I got the amount I spend on the other things, right? 18,000. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now to find the, we have to find the percentage increase or decrease, right? So it would be, for food it is 12,000, right?
Yes, sir.
Then for remaining one it is 18,000, right? And we are comparing the food in terms of the rest of the items, right? If it is 50% less than the rest with this, and we have to compute it in the percentages. It would be come out to be minus 33.3%. Minus indicate that food one is the lesser one compared to this.
Okay, sir.
Got it. Clear? First 2 options are clear now?
Explain this once again.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Yeah.
So the last option, I didn't
Then
get
we'll
that.
come to last option. First 2 options are clear, right?
Right.
For the third option, Again, you can easily compute like we did for food items, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You can do. For fifth option, okay. For the fifth, let's assume that your total expenditure is X, okay? Then your expenditure on cosmetic would be 8%, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
On food items, it would be 40%.
Yes.
You need to find the ratio of cosmetic is to food, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
8x by 100 upon 40x by 100, right?
Yeah.
That gets cancelled out, x gets cancelled out, so it's 1:5, right? Cosmetic and food items.
Yes, sir.
So the ratio is 1:5. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So any doubt till in the first 10 questions, anyone?
Can
No,
you please
sir.
repeat that second option was?
Sir, yes, sir. Second option once.
Second option. Okay. So your total expenditure is 30,000, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And your expenditure on food is 40% of these 30,000, which is 12,000, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
It
sir.
means on the remaining things other than food, you are doing the expenditure of 30,000 minus 12,000, which is 18,000, right?
Yes, sir.
Now you need to find the percentage increase or decrease.
The decreasing.
Yeah, you need to find it. So it would be food expenditure is 12,000 minus the
rest.
expenditure of rest. Now we are finding it with respect to the remaining expenditure, which is 18,000 again. And since you need to find it in percentage, we are multiplying it by 100, right?
Yes, sir.
That's
Thank
the
you, sir.
formula for percentage increase or decrease. You may have studied it, I think. For those who have not, this is the way we
Sir,
approach
I
it.
have a doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, but this is not related to this question. So should I ask after some time?
Yeah, just
Ask now.
okay. We will just quickly wrap the first mock test. After that, we will take others. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any doubt till question number 10?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, moving
When
forward.
would the mock solutions be uploaded, sir?
Can you repeat?
By when would the solutions for this mock test be uploaded?
I think by tomorrow morning it would be.
Okay, okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So next question, were you guys able to do it?
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
I have a doubt.
Okay. Moving forward. Okay. See, you know that there are 5 non-zero natural numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
Their median is 6 and mean is 8. Okay. So let's suppose you have these 5 observations. Okay. Median is 6. Median is 6 means your middle observation is 6, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And your mean is given to be 8, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now using the formula for mean, n is equal to 5, right? Because I have 5 observations. I can find the sum of observations, right?
That's
Yes,
40.
sir. It's
Sum of
40.
observation is 40. So I now have sum of observation. I have one observation of these 5 also, right?
Yes.
Going
Yes, sir.
forward, 15 is the only mode of these 5 non-zero natural number. Okay.
So 15 is one of the numbers?
15 is
appears at least
at least 2 times, right?
two times.
For it to be mode, it should occur more than one. It is the only mode, so it is occurring definitely more than once, right?
Yes,
sir.
at least
Sir,
two
why
times.
can't other numbers
Why
be
can't
other
other
than
numbers?
why can't other numbers be in the data set you're taking 15 two times, no, sir? So
At
why
least 2
can't
times it should be there because it is the mode of data set, right?
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes.
sir. Acha,
If 15 is occurring only once, then it
would
won't be the mode, right?
Yes, sir.
So what can happen is 15 can occur 2 times, right? Or 15 can occur 3 times. Or 15 can occur 4 times. It can't occur 5 times because middle observation we already know it's 6.
It can't occur 3 times because then the total would be
Yeah.
45.
But
Exceed the
in
total.
which case the sum will be not satisfied. In that case also. So 15 is occurring only 2 times. Okay. So since it is greater than the median, it would be after it only, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now we have 3 observations.
Yes.
And sum
Yes.
of them is 36, right?
Yes. So only 4 left.
So only the sum of first 2 observations should be 4, right?
Yes.
It can be 4 if it's either 1, 3 or 2, 2, right?
Yes. If then 2, then they will be bimodal.
It's my border.
It would be bimodal. So only possibility is 1 and 3.
1, 3.
1 and
You have your data set now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So now you can easily compute. What will be the range?
Yes, sir.
Range would be maximum minus minimum, which is 15 minus 1.
14.
So range is 14. So range is 14. Yes. You can eliminate the second and third option straightforward.
Yes,
right? So you need to find interquartile range. Okay. So number of observations are
15
5.
minus 3, 12.
Q1 would be NP, which is 5 times 0.25, right? Which means 1.25, which means second observation would be the Q1, right?
So, but
Yes,
here we
3.
don't need to do this because there are only 5.
Yeah.
Box one would be
Q1 is 3. Similarly, Q3 would be 15, right?
Yes.
IQR would be Q3 minus Q1.
15 minus is 12.
Is 12. So your, I think, first option would be the correct one, right?
Yes, the first.
Sir, can't we directly apply that box technique because there is group of 5.
No, box plot. To make box plot, you have to find Q1 minimum, Q3, and all that. You cannot. If there are 5
one of the solve with the session, we said if there is 5.
5 number summary. That's 5 number summary, not 5 numbers.
Yeah.
5 number summary is given by the box plot. So 5 number summary consists of minimum, Q1, Q2 or median, same thing, Q3 and maximum. This is the 5 number summary. Don't link it with these 5 numbers.
Okay.
Okay, any doubt till question number 11?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you please explain the first part once again, sir? I'm a bit confused.
First part, which one? Can you tell?
Sir, after like you got some is 40, right, sir? After that, sir, 15 at least 2 times. That from that part.
Okay, so 15 is the mode of data set it is given to us, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for it to be mode, it must be occurring at least 2 times. Only then it would be mode, right?
Yes, sir.
So it can occur either 2 times or 3 times or 4 times.
Yes, sir.
But if it is occurring 3 times, then its sum will be 45 already, which is greater than the sum of observation.
Okay, okay.
We cannot have 3 times 15. Similarly, we cannot have 4 times 15.
Okay, sir.
The only possibility is this, right?
Yes, sir.
After that, now we know these 3 observations.
Yes, sir.
Their sum is 36, right?
Yes, sir.
And we know total sum is 40. So sum of first 2 observation would be 4.
Yes, sir.
The only possibility is either they are 1,3 or 2,2, right?
Yes, sir.
But if they are 2, 2,
2, the mode will be different, right, sir?
then yeah, then it would be bimodal. Then 2 and 15 both will be the mode.
Okay, okay, sir.
But it is given that 15 is the only mode.
Yes,
so
sir.
2 cannot occur. So only possibility is 1 and 3, right?
Sir, can you show the solution one?
So only
Yes,
possibility is to have 1, 3, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
if given 15, we find through the mode thing.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, anyone, any doubt till now?
No, sir.
No, sir, after all these questions, please explain 4th question.
Okay, question number 12.
No, sir.
Sir, can you solve?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please
Doubt,
solve
sir.
it, sir. I have doubts.
Please solve.
Number of
Yes,
students in standard in section A and C is coming out as fractions, sir. If we solve this question, B is coming out to be 70, but A and C are coming out to be fractions. It is not possible that it is fractions.
Yeah, sir. Please solve this question.
So
12.
can you solve the question number 12?
Only for B we are getting the value as integers. For other things we are getting as fractions.
We need to find only for B also, right? So let's see. Okay. So in total, there are 4 sections, right?
Yeah.
Section A, section B, section C, and section D. I'm assuming
Sir,
number of
sir,
students in
12
section.
was pretty, low, but I got the answer as 7.
Yeah, you won't be having such long, tedious calculation questions in
Suma,
college.
can you mute, please?
Okay, so I'm assuming that in these 4 sections, A, B, C, D, number of students in section A is A, number of students in section B is small b, number of students in section C and D are small c and small d respectively, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we know that average marks taken together is 60. Right. Okay. So average mark taken together is 60. So to find the average,
Number of student D is 35.
you need the sum of all the observations and number of observations you are having, right? So total number of observation would be A plus B plus C plus D, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now we need the sum of observations. So let's suppose for section A, we have these marks x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, so on, right? Let's assume it. So if I take the sum of these observations, it would be nothing but average times the number of students in section A,
Yes, sir. Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like
Can you once more
45A.
So it would be mean of A times number of students in section A
Yes.
plus mean of B times number of
B.
students in section B plus mean of section C times number of students in section C
Yes.
plus D. Is it clear till this step?
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Please
Sir,
explain
can
it
you
again.
repeat it? Sir, can you repeat it
Sir,
again?
please explain again, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay. This is clear, right? But we are assuming now number of students in section A is small a, number of students in section B is small b, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
C and D. Okay. Now suppose in section A we have students with score x1, x2, x3, so on up to xa, right?
Yes, sir. Right.
To find the sum of these students, I need this summation xi, right? I can write it as mean times number of students in section A.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, for section B, I can do the same, right? Similarly, for section C, I can
Sir,
find
how can we write this in this form, sir? I'm not able to get it.
If these are your observation, x1, x2, x3, so on up to xa, what would be the mean formula?
Sum of observations by number of.
Right. So I can find the sum of observation as this.
Okay, okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Similarly, sum of observation for section B would be this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Similarly, for section C, it would be this. Section D would be this. So if I add all this, I will get the sum of observations.
Yes, sir.
So mean is nothing but sum of observation divided by number of observations, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it is given to us as 60. Okay, so yeah. Next thing it is given as average marks is also given to you. 45, 50, 72, and 80, right?
Yes, sir. Average marks is given, and the student of D is also given.
Let me just erase it a bit.
Sir, I think we can plug in these values here. XA, XB.
Yeah, we are doing that. That's the next step we are doing. So it is 45, 50, 72, 80. Okay. So it would be 45A.
45A plus 50B plus 72C plus 80 into 35. 80D, 80 into 35.
Now I'm taking this denominator to that side by doing the cross multiplication, right?
Yes. 60 into A plus B plus C plus D.
Is it clear?
So,
We have to simplify that thing.
No, I'm just keeping it as it is. Let's move forward.
Oh,
If the average marks of section A and B together is 48, okay. So now A and B together, so number of students in section A and B would be A plus B,
yes,
and their sum would be, right?
yes.
It is given to be
45A plus 50B.
48. Okay, yeah. So it is 45 times A plus
45A plus 50B is equal to 48A plus 48B.
48B. Okay, so from here I
Right.
can find some, it would be 2B
Yes.
equals
3A minus 2B is equal to 0. Yes.
what is this, right?
Sir, we
Yes.
need B, so we can convert everything to
Yeah, we will.
in terms of B. So we can write A equal to 2 by 3.
Similarly, for B and C together, it's 60, right?
Yes.
Number of students in B and C would be B plus C.
Is equal to 60.
Right. So average it is.
Then it
50
will be
times
50B plus 72C is equal to 60B plus 60C.
So it has become 12.
10B is equal to 12C.
10B, right? This is my third equation, right?
Yes.
Okay. Number found in section D is 35. Okay, now you know the value of small d also. 35.
We have to replace it equation number 1.
Yeah, we will do it. Okay, so we have to find the small b, right? Number of students in section B.
Yes.
Small b. Okay. So from here, I can get A as 2 by 3 times B, right? Dividing both sides by 3, right? Similarly, here I can get C as 5 by 6 times B. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and D is 35 given to you. Now I am plugging in the values in the first equation. Okay, let's modify the first equation before that.
Yes.
It would be 15A
Plus 10B
plus 10B
minus 12C is equal to 700.
minus 12.
So how can you show the next page, please?
This one, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so now I'm just taking all ABC to the same side, right?
Yes.
So it will be equal to 20.
700.
Yeah, 700.
Yeah, this is
15A
the
plus 10B minus 12C equals 700.
yeah.
Clear till this step,
This is-
everyone? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Moving forward, I am plugging the value of A and C in terms of B, which we have obtained in equation 2 and equation 3. Okay.
Yes.
Which would be 15 times
2 by 3B plus 10B minus 12 into 5 by 6B
minus. Okay.
minus 12 into 5 by 6B is equal to 700.
It's clear, everyone? How we got this?
Is equal to
Yes,
10B
sir.
plus 10B minus 10B is equal to 700. So B equal to 70.
Yes, B equals 70. That's what asked, right? 70. Is it clear?
Sir, can you please show the slides?
Sir, if we accidentally find A and C, then we'll get a fractional value, sir.
A and C. Yeah, in this case, you are getting. So the values would be a bit different if we ask that.
So it's a fractional value. So students cannot be in a fractional value. So I got confused because of that.
It would be.
Sir, like in exam, can we get that much time to compute everything?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It won't be that calculative paper. It would be conceptual paper this time.
So another thing, like the calculator, which is provided in the system, it's not allowing to use the keyboard. We have to use the mouse to operate.
We know that thing. That's why the calculation part won't be tedious. It would be very simple.
Sir, I also have a doubt.
Can you show the previous slide, sir, once of the solution?
Yeah.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Would we
Sir,
be
so this,
allowed?
sir, this
No, go
mock,
ahead.
So just go one by one. Yeah, continue. This mock.
yes, sir, this mock test, sir, like all the questions were of numerical type, like the mock test one. So will that be similarly there for the qualifiers? Like
it
all
was
this was
50-50.
there. Yes, sir.
50% numeric, 50% MCQ, MSQ, approximately.
Yeah, so we can get like both type of question because all of these were all like mostly all of these were part of week 3 and week 4, and very less questions came from week 1 and week 2.
Okay, for week 1, week 2, the weightage would be 50%. Week 3, week 4, it would be approximately 50%. Both are approximate.
And the total marks is 50 marks
50, yeah.
and 1 hour paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, are we allowed to
The
carry
number
our
of
own
questions?
calculator?
No, you're not allowed.
Sir, how many questions are there?
Around 15 questions would be there.
Sir, does this mock has any grading, sir?
No, it would be considered only for the bonus marks. I think if your average score should be greater than 40, something like that.
So can you go to the next slide?
You can check it over there. Okay, any doubt till question number 12? Anyone?
No, sir.
We're moving for question number 13.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, sir. 13.
13. Okay. So how did you guys approach this question? Like, what was the approach you used firstly?
So, in a stem and leaf plot, we're supposed to divide the number in two parts to derive a common factor, which becomes the stem, and then the rest of it becomes the leaf, right?
Yeah.
So, here they said that we're supposed to have at least exactly 9 stems in the plot, and the answer is supposed to be 0, 5. But then when I did it with that in that way, I got 7 stems. So I selected the one below it, 0,
Yes,
5,
sir.
9.
Even I got third option.
Okay, see, what's the minimum value in data set? It's 598.1.
598.1.
This is the minimum, right? What is the maximum value? 1304.1, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now what happens is, if suppose I take the first one as stem, so it would be 0, 5981, and then all the values, then 1. That's it. There will be only 2 stems, right?
Yes, sir.
So it is wrong. Moving to second option. So,
Sir, can you explain again the first part?
How did it happen, sir? One became a
Sir, even I didn't understand it.
okay. So first part is saying that 0, 5, 0 is as a stem, and rest all 4 as leaves would be read as 598.1. Okay. So if I plot this stem and leaf for this data set, it would be 0. Then it would be 5981. I think then it would be 7906. Okay, no, sorry, it would be 743. 7431 7906, and we'll keep on going like that, right? But as soon as my data set crosses 1000, it would be 1 over here, and then 0346 0789. It will go up to 3041, right?
So not understand this part again.
Sir, even
you're-
it's not clear.
Actually, sir has taken 1000 part as a stream. 1000.
First option is saying that this would be read as 598.1, right?
Yeah.
So I need to plot all my data points into this stem and leaf plot. Okay. So all observations less than 1000 would have stem as 0, right?
Sir, please show options and explain.
Yes.
Like for 598.1, my stem will be 0 and 5981 over here. All observation less than 1000 will have stem 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
As
we
soon as,
can't have this one.
as soon as my data set crosses or B1000, I will have 1 as the stem, right? As per this key given to me in the first option, right? And the maximum value is 1304.1. So only 2 stems are required to plot, right? Is it clear?
Once again, sir. Once again, this step.
Minimum value is 598, maximum is 1300.
Yes.
Only 2 stems are required. I don't even need 2 because I don't have any observation in 2000s, right?
Okay, sir.
Only 2 stems will do the work for the first option.
Yeah.
So
Maximum
there are
value
not
is
exactly
1000.
stems,
So
right?
maximum value is 101790, right?
No. Maximum value is 1300.
1304.1.
1304.1. This third value. Okay.
Yes.
So moving forward in the second option, what it's saying is you read 0, 5 and 981 as 598.1. Okay. So what would happen is all the value which is in between 500 and 599 would come in this stem. Then all the value from 600 to 699 will come in this stem, right? The 05981 is read as 598.1. So all the observation in between 500 to 599 would come under this stem, like 5981, 5992, if there is any such observation, right?
Right.
As soon as my data has observation, suppose 602.3,
There aren't any
come
6.
over here, right? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, all the observation which lies between 700 to 799 would come in this stem, right?
But there's no 600 digit there. Sir.
Exactly.
Then
No,
why
this is-
don't we use 6 as one of the stems? Huh?
Yeah, also include the stem which do not have leaves.
There are a lot many things on detailing, sir. Good.
You may have seen in the one of the grades, if it has no leaves, it means there are no observation in between 700 and 799. So you can just simply write 07 and proceed further. You have to consider those stems also which do not have leaves.
So then we'd have to take the ones before 05 as well, right, sir?
Can you repeat?
So wouldn't we have to take the ones before 05 as well by that logic?
No. That's why we have considered the minimum and maximum value, right? Minimum value is 598. So I don't need 04 because it's beyond my minimum value.
Okay, sir.
Then option 2 is right, sir. In that case.
Similarly, the maximum value is 1304. So you need stem till 13, right?
Okay, sir. Yeah, I understood, sir.
11 all, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, 9 stems exactly you have, right?
Yeah, 9 stems.
So the option 2 is correct. Similarly, you can check for option 3 and 4. It would be a lot of stems than the 9.
So for the 0591, if we don't consider the leaves that do not have any, if we don't consider stems that do not have any leaves, then we get 9 options, 9 stems.
Yeah.
Sir, the appropriate one would be 050607, that series.
Appropriate one would be?
For example, for 500, we are putting 5. Means hundreds place numbers should be the appropriate.
It's up to you how you can just give the key and plot. It's up to you how you want to present your data using that plot. You can use any of these 4 keys to plot.
But
Sir,
there
can you
should be
please
9
explain
according
the
to
question again?
Question is saying this is your given data set, okay?
Yeah.
So which you know the key first. Okay, let's look at it. We have in grade assignment 3. This, right? So here the key is given to you. 61 means rating of 64. So what key should be chosen in this for this data set? So you have exactly 9 stems, not more than that. That would be only this key, right? We just did.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So for the third option, the next stem would be 060.
Yeah, then 061. It will go up to 130, right? That's the maximum value. It will go up to 130. So in that case, you will have 71 stems, maybe, right?
Sir, can you please explain this with the question number 15? Because maths already given maths mock test. We have 2 hours to complete it.
Okay, yeah, we will just wrap this mock test 1 and mock test 2. We can discuss in the next session. Okay,
Okay, sir, 15, please.
Yeah, 14th question, was it clear?
Yes.
I have a doubt.
No, sir.
Okay, so firstly, is given data time series or cross sectional?
Time series.
Time series.
Time series.
Why time series?
Because it is collected over
Because
time.
counted for 6 months.
Number of token redeemed, is it continuous or discrete?
It's a discrete, sir. Discrete.
Because it's numbers.
Median of given data set?
Correct, sir.
Median is not
That
applicable.
was my confusion. Median.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's.
Median is not applicable here. So is it not? Is it not a nominal data?
There are 1200, whereas the median falls into the 1600.
Okay. Yeah. So see here your data is categorical 1. So your category 1, week 1 is occurring 150 times, right?
Yes.
Then your week 2 occurred. We can do it like that. Yeah. Week 2 occurred 360 times, right?
Add up to week 4, it amounts to 1200. Sir.
Week 4 occurred 265. Week 5 occurred 780 times. And in last week 6 occurred 1040 times, right? In general, you had 30-20 observations, right? So median would be 1060 and 1060 first observation, right? Any doubt till now?
1510, sir. 1510 observation.
Yes, sir.
1510 observation. 1510 and 15.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
15. Okay, 1510 and
1511.
Okay, 1510 and 1511. These two observation would be your median, right?
Yes.
So if you look at till week 2, you will have 510 observation.
Yeah.
Till week 4, it would be
1200, sir.
1200.
Oh.
Then till in week 5, it would be 1980. So from 1200 first observation till 1980th observation, you have only week 5. Right?
That's where the median lies.
Sir, is it not nominal data, sir? Median is defined for this data. Is it not nominal data?
No, it's ordinal data. Because week 2 will occur only after week 1.
Okay. So it's ordinal
It's a
data.
time series data we are saying, right? So that's definitely greater time than this one.
Okay. So it is a ordinal data.
Yeah.
So median is defined for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
For last
Sir,
because its relative frequency cannot be greater than 1. Okay.
Could you please explain first option, how median of is week 5?
Okay. So here what it means is your week 1 is occurring 150 times, right? Week 2 is occurring 360 times in your data set, right? That's what is given in the book, in this bar chart, right?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, your week 3 is occurring 425 and so on, right?
Yes, sir.
If I arrange my data set in ascending order, it would be week 1, week 1, week 1 for 150 times, right?
Yes.
Then we have week 2 or 360 times, right?
Yes.
Then we have week 3, week 4, week 5, right? So till week 4, we will have 1200 observations. 150 week 1, 360 week 2, 425 week 3, 265 week 4. So till week 4, you will have 1200 observation, okay? Then from 1200 first observation till 1980th observation, it would be week 5 only, because week 5 is occurring 780 times.
Yes.
And your median is 1510 and 1511th observation, right?
Yes.
Both of them would be week 5 only. Right?
Okay.
That's why median is week 5. Is it clear, or you guys still have any doubt on this?
Clear, sir.
Yeah. Okay, question number 15.
Yes, sir. 15.
Yes, sir. Doubt.
Yes, sir. I have also doubt in question number 15.
Okay, question number 15. Okay, what's happening is gym chain owners, he wants to know about the percentage of fat in the body of people who have joined the gym centers for at least 3 months. Okay. The scatter plot sample of, okay. So what is the population over here? From the first line, can you tell me?
20.
No, population. What is population?
All the gym
gym chains.
all the people who go to the
Goes
gym,
to gym.
Who've been going to gym for at least 3 months, right?
Yes.
Yes, for 3 months.
Now, what is your sample?
20 people.
20 people.
Who visit only a particular gym. We are not taking 20 people randomly from all the gyms. We are taking 20 people of only a particular gym, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sample is not a good representative of population.
Yes.
Yes.
First option is wrong, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Next, association between BMI and fat percentage is quadratic.
It's linear.
No, so it's
So
linear.
it's linear. It's
right?
not
No.
quadratic.
It's also wrong, sir.
Next is association in figure shows that people having high BMI tends to have more fat percentage.
It's true.
Yeah.
True, right? Because as BMI
Yes,
is increasing, your fat is also increasing, right? It's lying
Yes.
something like this.
Then how is it not quadratic?
It's linear, right? Quadratic would be okay.
Because I'm observing some zigzag patterns.
Quadratic would be something like this.
Parabola. I mean,
but here, if you see, it's only a straight line, right? Straight line, right?
Yes, the linear relationship.
In this case, how do you categorize the correlation coefficients? Like, not the fact that positive and negative, but like strong, moderate, and weak.
No, I can tell positive and negative also. Because in general, yeah, with increase in x-axis, there is an increase in y-axis. So there is a positive correlation, right?
Yes.
And for the, suppose this is your plot. So we cannot tell exactly, okay? But what happens is, suppose if I fit the line, it would be this. Right?
Yes.
So more the points closer to this line, the stronger is the correlation. Lesser is the distance between point and this line, higher is the correlation. Okay. So just by looking, we just assume it to be this line. I cannot tell whether it is strong or moderate. in many cases, but yeah, I can tell it's positive or negative. Okay. If all the points are very close, I can directly say, okay, yeah, it would be strong positive.
In numerical terms, like if we have a correlation of 0.5, so what does that mean? Is it strong, moderate, or weak?
Okay, that thing. Yeah. Okay, so that thing is, I'm taking absolute value of correlation. Okay, positive, negative, you can arrange.
Yes, sir.
So if it is in this range, less than 0.25, it would be absence of linear relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, correlation coefficient only tells you about the linear relationship. Always remember, it don't tell you about quadratic, cubic, and any other. Okay.
Okay, sir.
As soon as my correlation touches the value of 0.25, but less than 0.5, it would be weak linear relationship.
Okay.
As soon as it touches 0.5, but less than 0.75, it would be moderate. Okay. And if it touches 0.75 and it's greater than 0.75, it would be strong.
Okay.
In this question, sir,
Sir, I have doubt in this. In the graded assignment question, it was given the range of 0.47 to 0.53, and it was telling moderate.
Yeah, because actual answer is 0.5.
Yeah, actual answer is 0.53.
The linear
answer is 0.5. It is moderate.
Sir, can you
absence of relationship? There is absence of relationship, then positive and negative values does not matter.
Yeah, if it's absence, you won't be either positive or negative. Yeah.
Because I was getting -1, -0.1 or something.
Yeah, it would be absence of linear relationship. Then you cannot say it's positive or negative.
till negative of 0.25, it's absence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, last question. Okay. Are you guys able to do it?
So the fourth option in the previous question is wrong, right?
Fourth, okay. Value of correlation coefficient is more likely to be close to 0. No, it won't be 0 because I can see some points will be close to my line, right? I can see there would
it's
at
a
least
linear
moderate linear relationship would be there, if I can assume, right?
Yes, sir.
So linear ascending means both the x and y are positive, sir. It cannot be 0.
Can you repeat?
It falls on the positive quadrant, sir, in this way.
Yeah, both x and y are positive. Yeah. Okay. Question number 16. Okay, any doubt till question number 15 firstly?
Sir, can you repeat why
What kind?
why D is not correct?
By D option is not correct. Okay. So if you look at this point, right? You can see that with increase in BMI, there is an increase in fat percentage firstly, right?
Yes.
And if I plot a straight line like this, there would be many points close to my line. They are not all very far or not very distorted, right?
Yes.
So there is at least some linear relationship. Either it is moderate or strong, or could be weak as well, but there would be some linear relationship, right?
Yes.
Only then with increase in BMI, there is a linear increase in fat percentage. Okay. So it's not, won't be 0, but it could be. Yeah.
Sir, could you please explain why option 2 is wrong?
Option 2. Okay. So you can see if these dots are following a straight line pattern, right? This is a straight line pattern, right? Had the pattern be like this, then it would be quadratic. If my points are going like that. In that case, it is set to be quadratic. Okay.
So can you explain why the sample is not good?
Is the quadratic thing clear firstly?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sample is not good because you want to know about all the people who have joined gym centers for at least 3 months, right? But sample, we are taking only 20 people in a particular gym.
Oh.
Okay, last question. Median of data. Okay, were you guys able to do this or have any doubt in this?
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Sir, in the last option alone, I have a doubt.
Okay, no.
In first option, sir, I have a doubt.
Okay, so you know that Q1 is 25 and Q3 is 50, right?
Yes.
So median can lie in between, anywhere in between Q1 and Q3. It is not necessarily be in the middle of Q1 and Q3 only, right?
Yes.
So it is not necessarily equal to the middle value, which is 37.5. It could be either 40, it could be 30, it could be 45 as well, right?
Oh, okay. I just wonder. Okay, sir, got it, sir.
Next is interquartile range. It is Q3 minus Q1.
It is okay, sir. That is true, sir.
Outlier? No, there are no outlier. Nothing is mentioned,
Yeah,
right?
that is also true, sir.
Mode we cannot obtain from box plot ever.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, anyone any doubt on these 16 questions?
Both one, sir. I have asked it.
Both one, yeah, you can refer to solve with the session week 4.
I have only one doubt now.
Sir, yeah.
So mock to question number 1, please.
No, first mock test 1, is it clear? Mock test 2 we will discuss in the.
So can you explain the 16? Actually, sir, can you explain the 16th question, last question's first option, sir?
Last question, first option.
Yeah, like how is it 35.5? So
Okay,
like 25.
It is not necessarily that median is the middle value of Q1 and Q3, right? It is possible that your Q1 is 20, Q3 is 50. So your Q2, so your median can be either 25, 40, 37, 38, right? It could be any value in between 20 and 50, right? It is not necessarily be the middle value only, which is 37.5. Right?
Sir, why can't median be the middle value, sir?
Why can't?
Median be the middle value.
It won't be always, right?
Median is the Q2, right? So it should be in that box thing, you know.
If suppose your Q first quartile is 20, right?
So what should be the median in this case, sir?
It can be any value in between this 25 and 50. Any value.
So can't we calculate it? I mean, using the range, where we can find out the minimum and maximum value, and when we can subtract
in
maximum.
Box plot, either it could be mentioned like this. This would be the median, Q2 or median. If it is not mentioned, you cannot find the median. It would be any value in between this. Okay.
But median is the 50th percentile from the up and 50th percentile from the bottom.
Yeah.
So your median.
If your Q1 is 20, Q3 is 40, would you say that your median will be 30 always?
No. No, sir, we cannot say.
Okay. Any doubt in that?
Sir, time series data is always ordinal.
What thing?
Time series data is always ordinal in nature. Time series data.
Time series data. Okay, it's always ordinal. Okay. No,
because in that question which was there, it was a time series data, and you have said that it's ordinal, so it has got a median. So time series data will always be ordinal. It will.
I think it will be
normal.
That should mostly be so.
I have to look into it. Yeah, but most probably I think it would be.
Because here we are assuming that this is ordinal data. Then only we'll get median. No? Otherwise, if it is not ordinal, we cannot talk about median.
Yeah, it is ordinal because see the persons which like week 2 are the later audience, week 3 is the later audience, and that so you can order that week 1 the coupons which are used in week 1 are the earlier one. Then after that week 2 ones, then week 3, week 4, you can order them like that, right?
Okay. So here for time series data we cannot have a Pareto chart. Here we cannot have a Pareto chart. We have
here
to
you won't be having
this.
Yeah.
We have to preserve this order. Okay.
Yeah.
Before you go to the next question.
So 14th one, sir. Please.
Show me the your derived.
Why median is week 5?
Or we have you just joined, or you were there when you were doing it? We did 3 questions like that. You can go on YouTube again and watch.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah.
Sir, before you go to the next one, can you please show me derived formula of your variance, sir? I missed to note that.
Which formula?
Some of our friend has asked you to show the variance derived formula, sir.
No, it's also available in the slides. If you go.
No, you showed me here, sir. On your digital.
Yeah, it is available also here. Okay? You can see in the slides. In the week 3 slides, it would be there. Okay? You can just go through all. Okay.
The time sectional data and cross sectional data was in tutorial.
It is covered in the lectures of week 1.
Sir, I have a doubt, conceptual doubt relating to covariance.
Okay.
Sir, correlation states about the direction and strength of the association, linear association. And as I am understanding, sir, getting covariance only tells about direction. It does not tell about the strength of the association. Am I right, sir?
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
So this mock test will be considered for it means grading assignments.
It's just like your practice assignment are considered for bonus mark, just like that only. It won't be having.
Just those 4 weeks will be considered for qualifier exam. That's it, sir.
Can you repeat?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I have one doubt in week 4 practice assignment 2, sir.
Week 4 practice assignment 2. Okay.
Question number 8, sir.
Question number 8. Okay.
8, sir.
Look at this question. Okay.
Practice assignment 2, sir. Question 8.
Question 2. This one, right?
Yes, sir. Question number 8.
Okay. So did you understood what is the Simpson paradox?
Sir, no, sir.
Okay. So even after reading feedback, you were not able to do it. Is it so?
Sir, is it available, sir? I didn't go through it, sir.
Okay, just go through it first. Okay.
Yes, sir.
See, whenever you click on check answer, you will see this solution, right? Is feedbacks.
Okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For all practice assignment, you can go through the solution.
Sir, when will mock 2 will be discussed?
We will see mock 2 has lot of similar questions than mock test 1. So I think most of you have
So
not
please the
timed
first
mock test.
question.
So can you please?
Second
Only the first question. Only the first question.
We will
Please.
discuss in the next session. Okay. So yeah, we will discuss in the next.
So already waited 2.5 hours for the question.
No, actually.
So can you please show this 16 number question of mock test 1?
Which question?
So it won't take much time.
Today we will focus only on mock test 1. Mock test 2, I had a lot of similarity with mock test 1. So
only the first question.
Excuse me, sir.
Mock test 2.
Sir, can you take all element session for 2?
So the third option about the outlier, can you please explain it?
Outliers are denoted like this. And it. Yeah. They are defined by like this. It is explicitly denoted in that.
But sir, outliers are included in the range, no? So max and min will include the outliers, no? Max and min will include the outliers.
In case of outlier, this maximum value would be Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR only.
Okay.
Sir, before drawing box plot chart, we will have to exclude the outlier, no?
No. Outliers are denoted in that.
And mean will be Q1 minus 1.5 IQR.
Yeah.
Okay.
In case of outliers, it would be shown like that.
Okay.
Do we have any session tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah, you have one more session for stats one.
Can we discuss mock 2 tomorrow then, sir?
Yeah, we will discuss. Just mock 2 don't require a major discussion now because most of the questions are covered in mock test 1. So mock 2 will be quickly wrapped up and then we will move to the revision. Okay.
So I didn't
Excuse me,
find
sir.
any email regarding this mock test
You
in my inbox.
you can write to support team that you are not getting email regarding this. They will help
Okay.
you better.
Okay.
Sir, I
I
missed
checked.
this.
Excuse me.
I missed this mock test, sir. Is any problem?
In mock test?
I missed the mock test, sir.
Yeah.
Is there any problem like for grading or grading?
No, there is nothing like that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, how many sessions will be there after this, like for doubts?
Tomorrow we have one, and if required, we will schedule one on Saturday as well.
Okay, sir.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Will you please show me the answer for the first question in mark test?
First question.
Mark test 1.
This, right?
Like slides, sir. In slides.
Yes, sir.
In slides, no, sir.
The solution slide.
This, right?
Yes.
Do you guys need these slides also? Or
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You guys will be having, okay, the proper solution PDF you will be having. Just let me know if you need this also. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We need
अरे
this.
मैथ का मार्क आ गया. Let me see.
Okay, guys.
Sir, are you going to upload these sheets also?
The solutions will be uploaded by tomorrow morning.
No, I'm talking about these sheets which you just done, sir.
These slides.
Class खत्म. Class
Yes, sir.
खत्म. मेरा ये वाला class.
Okay, if required, we will upload.
Please update now, sir.
Okay, I will.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, actually, I have doubt in the last question of mock 2. Can I?
Mock 2 we will discuss tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, is it same time, sir?
It's submitted in the calendar, I think. Let me.
Thanks.
It's 6 to 8 same time.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
I asked regarding Simpson's paradox, no, sir.
Regarding sessions,
Sir, Simpson paradox, sir.
Simpson's paradox, yeah. Have you gone through the
Sir,
solution?
yes, sir.
First,
Actually,
try
can
to
you
read
just
it
take
and
a gist of it, sir?
you are still facing difficulty in that.
Sir, actually, I thought the feedback was not answer, sir. I actually went through the answer, sir. I didn't understand it, sir.
Okay, let's see. Okay, this is the last question for today. Okay, so you understand what is Simpson's paradox firstly?
Sir, no, sir. I'm a bit confused.
Okay, you understood what okay, how would I say? Okay, so what it says it, suppose if I take how would I explain? If I take individual aggregates of home and away matches, okay,
Yes, sir.
and if I take the combined aggregate performances,
Yes, sir.
I will have different conclusions.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so first, ODI, which captain has better record in ODI captaincy? So we have taken here the combined one, right?
Yes, sir.
For captain A, it was this. For captain B, has the higher win percentages. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Secondly, highest loss percentages. Okay, captain A has the highest loss percentages. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is the combined one.
Okay.
Now we are moving to the only home matches.
Okay,
Only
sir.
home matches. You see that captain A has the highest win percentages, right?
Okay, yes, sir.
And the away matches, also captain A has it.
Oh, okay, yes, sir.
But if you notice, when we took the combined one, captain B has the highest win percentage.
Yes, sir.
So individual aggregate performances is showing that captain A is better.
Yes, sir.
But if I combine the two and home and away, and then consider then captain B is better.
Okay, sir.
So that's the reversal of conclusion, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's what Simpson's paradox is.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So guys, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So, will we get this level of questions in the qualifier as well?
See, these are the previous qualifier exams only. So yeah, but your calculation won't be that heavy. It would be simple.
So, also for the preparation of qualifier, would it be sufficient if we go through the lectures, activity questions, practice assignment, mock test, and graded assignment?
Yeah, that's more than enough.
So do we also have to go through the tutorials?
Yeah, tutorials also. Yeah, we expect you to go through.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So we can expect questions from the tutorials as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you, sir.